YouTube, back again with a short video on these that I just picked up. These are Dynawave speakers. They've been posted around the internet. They're kind of rare, I guess you could say. I haven't seen them around very much, mostly probably because the woofer that lays down at the bottom usually deteriorates, starts sounding like crap, and maybe people throw them out. Not sure why these don't really exist, but they're a very interesting design. So like I said before, they're Dynawave, and they're made by a company called Sawafuji America Corporation. Just a really quick Google session showed up that it's a Japanese company that started making these in America to sell as hi-fi speakers. And, well, let's see, let's take the grill off. And there it is. From my short research that I did, what Sawafuji did is that they had a bigger version of this, like a really big version. They called it the Digital 20 or something like that, that used, I think, 24 of these little drivers. And apparently this is a planar magnetic driver. And so is the tweeter. The tweeter kind of looks like your run-of-the-mill hi-fi tweeter that you would find on a lot of those cheap speakers that you would find on cheaper stuff, like old JVC and Kenwood, like mid-fi things, but I don't know if I can get the light to angle, but you can actually see vertical, a couple of like little holes that are in like an array, but it's like it's some sort of flat tweeter. I haven't opened these up, but I do plan to restore them because this one's in okay shape. But I got another one over here sitting on the saw that's in a little bit rougher shape. So the plan is to strip all the veneer off and probably give them a semi-gloss paint job. And see if I can bring them back to their former glory. Yeah, I just thought I'd share this. It's just really, really interesting piece of hi-fi history here. I'll probably end up making a video series on this, on me restoring them. Probably make a couple videos, me stripping the veneer off and everything like that. So I'll probably post that up a little bit later. But one question though, I noticed that the plastic that this the diaphragm is made out of, I wonder if you can see really up close. Some of those cells have a couple of cracks in them. I don't know if you could see that, but there's just a little, just a couple little cracks in the plastic. It hasn't affected the sound at all. I haven't heard any reverberations or anything like that with the short test I did with my T-amp. But I'm thinking that might be a problem for air leakage or something like that, because I think these are in their own chamber. I don't know. I was thinking of maybe brushing some like Elmer's rubber cement on them to seal them up and keep them from cracking. Just a thin layer, not in the, because these are light. I'm afraid of affecting the way the sound comes out of these with just a little bit of weight of rubber cement. So I just want a really, really thin layer so I don't affect anything. But the other one that's over here, that's sitting on the table saw over there, that one seems to be in perfect shape. This is the only one that has cracks in it, so I'm thinking the plastic is starting to degrade. So these probably have a couple of years left in them before they're completely garbage, but with the preliminary sound check on these, they sounded pretty damn good. Unfortunately, as things go with these older speakers, this is the 8-inch woofer that goes at the bottom. It's a little bit worse for wear, and I can't seem to find any refoam kits for this, and it's an odd ohm rating. It's 6 ohms instead of 8 or 4. I've got a pair of 8-inch Serwin Vega hi-fi woofers. I have them in a cabinet upstairs. I'm thinking of actually just tearing those out and putting them in this one. The cabinet that the Serwin Vega's in is ported, and this is sealed, but it seems like this is a big enough cabinet to where that shouldn't matter, but approach with caution, as they say. So, and those Serwin Vegas have been recently refoamed, so I don't know how that'll work out, but I might give that a shot. But these, speaking of shots, this one, that is shot, so I'll hunt around for some refoam kits. I might find something that's compatible, but since these are super obscure, I'm not holding my breath. And there's just a little bit of info for those of you that are looking for that. And you can't read it, but it says right there, Japan. So all these drivers are Japanese, but they were assembled here in the United States. So excuse the dusty shop. So that's basically it. I'm probably going to get started on these, taking them apart, probably putting everything carefully into Ziploc bags while I put the cabinets to start restoring them. Alright, this is Radio Raccoon signing out. Have a good one.